Well, hello everyone. All right, so I'm not sure if you all remember, but when I put the mirror in, it would work left and right, but it wasn't working up and down. I couldn't figure out why and everything. Well, the other day, I was doing some stuff and I accidentally hit the rear defrost button. And I had always wondered, because they're heated mirrors, I'd always wondered, how do you heat the mirrors? When does the heating element turn on for the mirrors? Well, I figured that out when I hit my button. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this button. So, if you also remember, when I went to wire that again, the wires, the negative wires had popped out and everything, and I just ended up putting like pigtails on it and connected them up. So, figured out that when you flip the rear defrost button on, that turns the heat on for the mirrors. I'm guessing that's what that does. And when I wired it up, I put the rear defrost power to the up and down. And probably the heating element, and then the up and down to the rear defrost. So I've got wires that are backwards in there. So that took a second for me to figure that out, but yeah, eventually I did, and I'm going to have to just pull the mirror off and go in and figure out the wiring, but that's what's going on with that. So here's the old stock that I took out, and when I had taken these out originally, I tried cleaning them as best I could. And I wish I would have shown you the new one, but you can see just kind of how corroded everything is and how dirty it is. I tried getting in there the best I could. Now, the new one, all of these are brand new. They're shiny, nice bright brass and everything. Not the case in here. I guess you could maybe take this apart somehow, obviously, and clean those up a little better, and maybe I'll try to do that since I've got a spare one. But I'm thinking that this probably holds this stuff down, and it's probably like a permanent thing. I don't know if you could get it back in or not. But anyway, I just kind of wanted to show you guys this because I think that's part of the problem, that there just wasn't enough power being able to transfer through these and into the stock and then back out. Because the terminals all look pretty good for it, and those were nice and cleaned up. But yeah, it was just something with trying to transfer the power through there, and it just wasn't working. So, yeah, that's what that looks like. All right, so we got a rainy day, so I thought I would bring her out and see how the wipers are doing in the rain. So there's our slow. Pretty good. Fast. That's pretty quick. Pretty happy with that. Back down to slow. No reason you can't drive this in the rain. Here we are for our first drive in the rain. Windshield wipers are working fine. That's just going slow. It hasn't rained that hard, but they seem to be doing pretty good. All seems to be good. Well, she did great out in the rain. That damn belt squeal, though, for that alternator belt. So what I did was I ordered a Gates one, Should be here today, hopefully, and hopefully we can get that on and see if that helps anything. But I'm getting tired of that belt squeak. I tighten it up, it's fine, and then all of a sudden it starts squealing again. And that's that Conatec. So hopefully the gates want to work. But it's the first time she's been out in the rain in 2.5 years, because she's been in the garage. She was never taken out in the rain, but did pretty good. Well, my list kind of keeps growing. So I've got that new horn ring coming. I've got my new Gates belt. We're going to put that on. As you can see, the car's not here because the boy took it to school today. It's maybe going to rain, so he was able to take it. The passenger mirror I need to fix. Need to finish wrapping that steering wheel. Just that's the center parts of it. And then the rear headliner. Those are all things I think I can get fixed fairly quickly. As soon as I have time to actually work on the car. It's kind of crazy around here. But, you know, those things are pretty quick and easy things to do. I mean, the horn ring shouldn't take more than 10 minutes. Belt shouldn't take 10 minutes. Passenger mirror might take a little bit just to figure out the wiring. But as far as getting the mirror off and getting to it, it's 5 minutes. The headliner might take a little bit longer because I got to be a little more careful with that. And then wrapping up the steering wheel. I just got to figure out how those pieces go on there. But, yeah. The other stuff are a little bit bigger deals. I don't have any power brakes, so I've got to figure that out. And I don't know if it's the booster or if it's that where the vacuum hose goes in. I forgot what they called it, but I don't know if you remember way back when. It was broken. I super glued it together. Who knows if it actually works? That needs to be changed out, so I do need to order a few parts. But, yeah, that list, just anytime I find something or think of something, it goes on there. Okay, so we're back at it. Today I am going to replace that belt. I'm assuming that's the right belt. It said that it was. It said that it fit, so we will see. And try to stop that squealing from that AC alternator belt. So get the car jacked up, get the old one off, and the new one on. All right, new belt is on. So we'll take it out for a test drive and see how it does. All right, so one of the things I forgot to do once I filled this again was to prime this pump. So I just ran it off the battery and got it squirting again up on the window. So that's ready to go. The other thing was, noticed when I was driving it was starting to squeal, the fan was again. So I had actually bought some spray white lithium grease. I threw that in there. Seems to be running a little bit smoother and quieter as well. So that is pretty good as well. So the car seems to be running well. We are leaking that oil. I mean, that'll have to be a major service to take all this front off again and really truly see where that oil is coming from. But for now, I think that's pretty good. We got a couple of parts. So damn odometer isn't working again. So I went ahead and I bought an odometer gear that's supposed to be for an 83. And then in here, I will show you. So in there this is that horn ring that I was talking to you about. So this metal around the edge was all torn up. So this is a used piece, but it looks like it's in really great shape. So next time I take it off, when I need to do the odometer and I need to finish wrapping the steering wheel, so I'll do that all in one thing as well. But that was today.